What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel today. Man, we're on a roll. So, in the last couple videos, we've been talking about the different anime that have been coming out for this season. And we also talked about one that I actually got done watching for the third time, which was The Angel Next Door Spoils Me Rotten. Yes, you thought I probably wasn't serious, but I did watch it for the third time. Anyway, so I thought today we would kind of play a little bit of catch up here, and we would rewind, and that we would talk about an anime called Beginning After the End. Now, this is an isekai, right? And it's all about a king that was reincarnated, and he was a ruthless king, and he reincarnates. He's born into a new world. He grows up with good parents who are adventurers. He learns how to do magic. He becomes stronger. He learns swordsmanship. And that was all in season one. So today we're going to be talking about season two, because season two was pretty cool. It was pretty awesome. And I figured we'd kind of talk about it. And I want to thank you guys for liking, sharing, subscribing, and hitting that notification bell. It really does help the algorithm. So let's keep it going. With that being said, let's get into it. So, in season two, we're following our boy Arthur. And Arthur is becoming an adventurer. He wants to go to the Magic Academy to get stronger in learning magic, even though he already is pretty strong. But like I said, in season one, we left our boy off where he's learned swordsmanship, and he wants to become an adventurer so he can get some more skill under his belt, so he can get stronger, and so that when it's time for him to go to school, he will be able to, participate more and to understand more and to get even more stronger and understand things. And so when we meet him in season two, he's on, well, he registers for the Adventurers Guild. Excuse me. He registers for the Adventurers Guild. He joins up with this girl named Jasmine, who was part of his father and mother's old party, the Twin Horns, which they're a more popular guild. Party of adventurers. And he is able to kill kind of like A rank to S rank beasts while trying to keep a secret that he's just trying to be a normal kid and live his life and trying to protect his family. So, and along the way, he makes some new friends. Like, he meets a dwarf named Elijah and also an elf named Lucas Whikes, which they are part of the Whikes family. And basically, Lucas thinks he's all high and mighty because, like, he comes from good stock. He comes from good standing. That and the fact that he's also trying to be like his older brother. And so Lucas is arrogant, he's defiant, and, typical thing, right? Where Elijah is more humble, he's willing to be Arthur's friend, and they develop a good relationship, right? So, it's a fun little story. It's a fun little story. I highly recommend it to you guys. This might be a little bit shorter video, but one of the things that I love about it is even though it is an isekai, right? And the only similarity I can make to Mushoku Tensei is that Arthur and Rudius both were born into this world rather than being, hero summoned or anything like that. And the thing about Arthur, if you've watched Beginning After the End, is this is a new beginning for him. In his past life, like I said earlier, he was a ruthless king. He was a king. He didn't hesitate to destroy people. He didn't hesitate to spread fear, and he was a tyrannical ruler. It's only after he gets to this world that he realizes He doesn't want to be that type of person anymore. He wants to be someone for the people. He wants to protect. He wants to live his life and protect his new family. But it's kind of a coming of age story as well for him, because he's learning not only how to grow up in this new world, and he's trying to figure out how things work, and also while using his old memories to survive, but he's also learning how to be compassionate. And the regret you hear in his voice, the regret you see, is sometimes that old mentality of the old king comes back, you know? He knows how to fight. He knows how to survive. He knows how to use his power and influence to get what he wants. And you remember, if you watch season 1, you remember he promised a white dragon named Sophie that he wasn't going to, use his power for his own gain, that he was going to use it to help people, to protect people. And it's very hard to do. It's like the old saying goes, bad habits die hard, right? So he does a good job in season 2. He's doing all right. And he really understands how precious not only life can be, but how precious family can be. He loves his father. His father and him spar to get stronger. His father's trying to get stronger because his son is catching up to him, right? His mother constantly worries. She's a healer. She was a healer in the old party. She's a healer now, but she's more or less like a stay-at-home mom. In season 1, if you remember, while he was training with the white dragon Sophie to learn his power and to become stronger so that he could protect the weak and protect his family, you remember that his family, or his mom and his dad, they had a sister. Or, well, they had another baby. And it's Arthur's little sister. And he loves her to death, and he wants to protect her. And you see this, how much he cares for his family. And this example that I'm giving you is one of the things I love about anime, because they're showing, I'm just going to say it, and I'm not going to be apologetic for it, right? We've seen different anime where, women can be swords women. In fact, some of my favorite characters are actually women who have swords. But we also see where the men want to protect. And while some people out there can say, oh, anime is just fan service, anime is this, anime is that, yes. But here's where the great stories come into play, because they get you to believe in yourself, that you can do anything. But more importantly, they show you how important family is and how important it is to protect those and the things that you hold close to you. That's, in my opinion, what anime does. And it doesn't matter if anime is censored. It doesn't matter if it's not censored. If you can enjoy it because of the characters and because of the story, then it doesn't matter which way it goes. Now, is that to say that every anime story or every anime character is perfect? Absolutely not. But I can tell you from watching beginning after the end, after he's reincarnated, it's a fresh start for him. It's technically kind of like a blank slate. But he understands, and he comes to understand, that he loves those around him, that he wants to protect those around him, that he wants to protect and he cherishes those and the things that he loves and that are close to him. And let me tell you something. Even though there are times when he falls back on his bad habits. In fact, at the end of this season, Arthur says, Sophie, it's hard to keep my promise, but I'm going to keep trying. I have to keep my promise to Sophie, to not use my power for my own gain, but to protect my family and to protect those and the things that I care about. I will say that in this world, or at least in these times right now, sometimes it's hard to remember those lessons. It's hard to just, you know, it's hard to just live life and, move forward. But remember, as long as you hold those things dear, as long as you hold those people close to you, that is the thing that matters. And you have to protect that. Because there are those that are counting on you. Just like there are those that count on Arthur, or there are those that count on Deku, or there are those that count on Tanjiro, or there are those that count on Goku, or there are those that, count on Inuyasha, Sesshomaru, Mao Mao, any anime character you can think of, even Ichigo. There are those who count on Ichigo, Kurosaki from Bleach. So, overall, I loved season 2 of Beginning After the End. It was awesome. It was amazing. Hopefully, we get a season 3, because I really want to see Arthur and Elijah navigate the Magic Academy, considering the fact that Lucas is doing everything he can to expose Arthur for being the adventurer known as Note, because in order to hide his identity, Arthur took on the name for his adventuring as Note. And during this season 2, Lucas did kind of betray Arthur for his own gain. But we'll have to see how things shake out. Hopefully we get a season 3. So, anyway, guys, thanks for checking out this video today. Really do appreciate it. Please hit like, share, and subscribe out there. Hit that notification bell so you know when another video goes up. Let me know in the comments below, what did you think of the anime Beginning After the End? And I will see you guys in the next video. Remember, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, go make it an anime day. See you later.